for taking the time to meet today. As you all know, we are here to address ongoing issues that Ms. Sotelo and her team have flagged in our accounting process, stemming from delays and inconsistencies in data submissions across departments. We are aiming to create a plan to take these problems effectively and ensure a smoother workflow across all areas involved. Mr. Sotelo, please take the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Jean. Good morning, everyone. I appreciate everyone being here, as the issues we're experiencing require collaboration and commitment from each department. To give you a quick overview, we are encountering challenge related to the timeliness and accuracy of information coming from credit and collections, human resources, and the logistics and warehouse departments. These issues are delaying our monthly closing process and impacting the integrity of our financial statements. I'd like to start by discussing the concerns with credit and collections department. Ms. Mary Ramos, would you mind if I outline the specific issues here?
Not at all, Miss Sotelo. Please go ahead. I am aware that there have been delays, and I'd like to better understand where we can improve.
Thank you, Miss Mary. One of the key issues we're seeing is the inconsistent delivery of the aged receivables report. The accounting department relies on this report to identify overdue accounts and assess the provisions for doubtful debts, which directly impacts our balance sheet and profit and loss statements. Unfortunately, the report has been arriving after the 10th of each month, rather than by the 5th of as needed. This delay disrupts our closing timeline and reduces the time we have to review and make necessary adjustments.
I understand our collection teams has been struggling with client orders late. One of the primary reasons for the delays is difficult in obtaining updates contact information for certain clients with overdue accounts at its unique. Some clients have been unresponsive to or follow up updates as the result or teams spends additional teams trading to comfort teams balance, which pushes back the completion of the hate results report.
I see. Could we consider implementing our automated follow-up system for clients, where reminders and notifications are sent automatically as accounts near their due dates? This could alleviate some of the manual burden on your team and potentially accelerate the collection process.
That's a good idea. Miss Otelo and Automate system could start days or follow-up procedures and ensure that clients are constantly remitted of overdue amounts with the likely needs to work closely with it to set this up waiting or staying times.
If I may interject here, her department closed a system bit facilitating a data sharing protocol, which created a collection. Often, the human resources team handles updated contact information and client details. Handworker work on a system to streamline this information directly to your team, Mr. Mari.
Excellent suggestion, Miss Mary. How feasible would it be for your team to adapt to an automated receivable system and a direct data sharing protocol with the human resources?
I believe it's very feasible. Automating the receivables I report would allow us the of gerent it more key and with correct client contact the from your or outreach will be more effective. This could significantly improve our response tips.
That sounds like a positive direction. Additionally, if we set up a shared dashboard for receivables that updates in real time, both accounting and credit and collections could monitor account statuses simultaneously. This will help us track outstanding receivables more accurately, allowing my team to make timely provisions for doubtful debts.
Okay, let's prioritize these chains. Miss Mary, please coordinate with it and Mr. Piero to draft a timeline for automating the again report, integrating a contact sharing system, and establishing a shared receivables dashboard. We'll set a preliminary deadline for next quarter.
Perfect. Now, moving on the issues we've identified with human resources, Mr. Piero, our team has faced some challenges in payroll reporting, particularly with overtime calculations and leave accruals. These inconsistencies have not only affected our budget forecast, but have also led to payroll errors that require retroactive adjustments.
I understand, Mr. Sotelo. We've been experiencing some challenge with some current attendance tracking system, especially when it comes to manual adjustment of overtime and leave. Right now, our process involves a lot of manual data entry, which increases the chances of human error. I've been working with my team to find a way to reduce this discrepancy, but I open to suggestions on how well with no on how well meet strangling this.
If I may, my team has encountered similar payroll issues due to shift adjustments because logistics often require last minute change. We are finding that the system doesn't always capture that correctly, and improved system will definitely benefit use as well.
That's valid point, Mr. Junior. One potential solution cloud be to implement a self-service employee portal where staff can input and confirm overtime hours, shift changes, and leaving requests in real time. This portal word sync, which our payroll system to automatical update, test records, and reduce manual entries.
That could work well. A self-service portal will also provide transparency of employees and allow them to track their own hours, reducing discrepancies and payroll disputes.
Mr. Pierre, could we run a pilot program of this portal with the logistics team as a starting point? Since logistics requires more frequent shift adjustments, it will be an ideal area to test the functionality and see if the addresses to the correct issues.
Yes, Mr. Jan. He'll coordinate with it so set up a prototype for the self-service portal and begin testing in which the logistics department next month, if successful, we can look into expanding it to other departments.
Thank you, Mr. Piero. Moving forward with this solution should reduce discrepancies in payroll reporting and improve our budgeting accuracy. Lastly, I like to discuss our challenge with the logistics and warehouse department. Mr. Junior, we notice inconsistencies in inventory evaluations that affect our cost of goods sold calculations. These fluctuations in inventory data have been impacting our profit margins, particularly when items are over or undervalued.
I appreciate your bringing this up, Miss Sotelo. The root of the issues is that our inventory tracking system isn't updated in real time. Currently, we are really on weekly updates, which sometimes result in date lag and valuation discrepancies. As our time moves inventory frequently, especially during high demand periods, the data can quickly become outdated.
Pero,
Te toca a ti. Te toca a ti.
no, sí. ¿A mí?
No sé.
Sí, sí,
Te
sí.
toca a ti.
Understood. To address this, I propose implementing a perpetual inventory system that will allow real-time tracking of inventory changes. With this system, we could achieve more accurate cost allocations and reduce the need for monthly reconciliations. Jan,
Okay. A perpetual inventory system will certainly help, although we will need to train warehouse staff to properly manage and update the system. Additionally, we need it to ensure this integrates seamlessly with our ERP.
Her department could assist with training and worker organized workshop on inventory, valuation principles, and real-time data entry, which will be beneficial for the warehouse staff.
Okay, Mr. Junior, please work with Mr. Piero and it to create a plan for implementing the perpetual inventory system. Ensure we have a clear timeline for staff training and system testing.
Thank you, Mr. Jean. To summarize, here are the actions we agreed upon. Create and collections, set up an automated receivables aging report, establish a data sharing protocol with each ERP, and create a shared dashboard for receivables. Second, human resources. Implement a self-service portal for overtime, leave, and shift adjustments with a pilot program for the logistic team. 3. Logistics and warehouse. Transition to a perpetual inventory system with structured training sessions for warehouse staff. I suggest we reconvene in 2 weeks to check on the progress of these initiatives and adjust timelines if necessary.
Excellent. I am confident these measures will streamline our operation and strengthen our finally accuracy. Thank you, Mr. Sotelo, for leading these discussions, and thank you all for your constructive input. Let's follow through on this solution and maintain open communication. Meet adjourned.
Yeah, goodbye.